Welcome to Armstrongs Army. This is going to be an RTG based video series where I take Sinclair Armstrong from his base 62 rated card and make him as good as I can. This is going to be through the evolution system in FC24, and the plan is going to be that I'm going to build a squad around him and try and take that squad all the way to the top. Now there's a couple of situations that will happen throughout this series and ways that I can try and improve and upgrade on the team. The main focus of this is to try and make Sinclair Armstrong as good as possible. I'm going to be starting with a full QPR squad around him, and obviously that whole QPR squad is just going to be a base QPR team. Now the plan is, in these videos I will try and upgrade this squad using the evolution system, playing some games, trying to get the cards evolved and get them improved, and in specific episodes I'm going to bring in content creators to play against the Armstrong army, and depending on how that happens we can have some interesting things happen to not only my team but potentially some things that you guys can win. So without further ado, if you're excited for Armstrong Army, leave a like on the video, hit that sub button, and let's get into episode 1. So here is our Armstrong Army team, or at least the concept of our Armstrong Army team. Now you'll notice there's a lot of QPR players that are higher rated that I haven't included. The main player being Eafc24. Now there's a couple of situations and interesting things here as to why I've not included him, but I have realised something in their positions. So Eafc24 can play cam and left mid, but I wanted to play Chris Willock because Chris Willock can play left wing, which means he can be applicable for that left wing evolutions upgrade. But he can also play striker. So that means I could actually use him up top, play him here, and then go ahead and throw Eafc24 on, and I can actually have Chris Willock upgraded as a striker and as a winger. Or at least that's what I thought, until I realised the striker evolution has to be a rare card, which is why I couldn't use Sinclair Armstrong, and Chris Willock is a non-rare silver. So it looks like Lyndon Dykes is going to have to be upgraded, which will mean, sadly, Eafc24 is going to be dropped to the bench. But all of this at the moment is hypothetical, because you may have noticed I haven't bought any of them yet. Let's do that first. Okay, I have bought the QPR squad. I will tell you right now, that has cost me a lot more than I expected it to cost me. I'm assuming it's mainly because a lot of silvers maybe aren't being packed. But we are going to pick up our final man. You'll notice I've gone with the starting 11, and then I have just picked up Eafc24 because, again, if I can find a way to kind of rotate him in any which way with getting it fitted in, then I will. But here is the main man, Sinclair Armstrong. Welcome to your army, my friend. We are hopefully going to take this team places. So there it is, Sinclair Armstrong and his fellow teammates ready to rock and roll. Now we have got to decide who we are going to use our evolutions on. Obviously Armstrong where possible I'm going to be evolving, but I've got to work out who else is going to get it. You'll notice I have got a bronze midfielder over the likes of Colback, Field, other silver players. The main reason here is we can upgrade him as a bronze. We can actually get him all the way to a 75 rated card if we wanted to. Alternatively, we could upgrade him a bunch and get him to sort of 71 or so, and then we could get Dazelle up to 71 as well. So that's a decision that I will work out. I'm going to go and see how I can get Willock working. I'm also a bit confused here. You can see top right, it says Smith, and then here it says no one. That's definitely Willock and then Paul Smith. I'm a bit confused. Okay, so looking in the evolutions tab here, select a player. This is just going to show me all the options that I have. Those are the only options I have. So they have, oh, they have to be a gold. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I didn't realize they had to be a gold. Oh, that's annoying. I'll probably end up doing Danjuma just so you guys are aware. Unless, is there a way I can save this and try and get him to a gold? I don't think I can get him to a gold yet. I don't think I can. We could do the welcome to evolutions. I believe this can basically just be anyone. So if that's the case, I'm going all the way down. I'm selecting Sinclair Armstrong, and he is 1000% getting our first boost. Yes, we can do that. So I can view his progression. He would go to a 63. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing mental, but boys, I won't lie to you. That's the first thing we want to do. Our first upgrade on Sinclair Armstrong, I think, makes sense. All we've got to do is play 2 games. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing it on squad battles. I will jump into 2 rivals games with our Armstrong army and see how we get on. Don't hold your breath, but I'll give it my best, boys. So as I said previously, I am doing this on my main account. This is just sort of going to be part of what I use my main account for, because it will mean I've got the coins, hopefully, to actually boost things and be able to afford the evolutions and stuff. Hopefully make the series just a little bit better and we can keep up with things like that. It does, however, mean I am already into Division 9, so whether that ends up being a problem, we'll find out. But regardless, let's jump straight in with our... Okay, well, hold on, manager first. As I was saying, let's jump into our first game with the Armstrong Army. Okay, here we are. Into our first game. Let's see what kind of team we are up against. Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you Edison is higher rated than anyone I have in my main team, let alone the Armstrong Army squad. Well, this is going to be a very tough game. Keep everything crossed for me. Okay, as far as I'm aware, all we've got to do with Armstrong is play. I don't think we actually have to achieve anything with him outside of just playing with him. So that's the goal here, is just finish the game. That's all we've got to achieve. However, it would be lovely to at least score with Armstrong. Winning might be a little bit of a push considering the squad that we have compared to the squad we're against. But I'll give it my absolute blooming all, boys. I can promise you that. Nice starter here, Armstrong. Going to try a powered shot, and then I faked it. I've walked it past him again. Cuts inside. Oh, Sinclair. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful, but it just wasn't to be. That's so unfortunate. Oh, this is not looking good, because this is where we're probably going to struggle a little bit. Begovic, all 6'6" of him getting down to that one. Let's go, mate. Oh, God, this is not looking great. Jake Clark-Salter, good lad. Aussie with work to do. Easy sweat for him. Yes, it is. I think that was Thomas Muller who found the back of the net. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, this isn't looking good. Again, this looks problematic. The easy pass across. Jimmy Dunn's not going to get there. Oh, this is going to be a tough season. This is going to be a tough episode, boys. All right, come on. Through you go, Armstrong, mate. Let's try and play this through a little bit. Can we find any opportunity, any spaces to create a chance? Okay, maybe I should not massively focus on making sure I get the ball to Armstrong. Let's focus first on trying to find a goal. Also, not conceding a third here would be quite nice, but that's also not going to happen. Oh, boys, this is not a good start, is it? Paul Smith, trying to just use Paul Smith's pace here up against this guy's defense. He's done pretty well. That's so unfortunate that I couldn't get the pass through. Oh, no. And again, but straight at Asmir this time. Honestly, this has been such a tough game. I'm struggling to get my players involved. Paul Smith is like basically my one pacey outlet that I can just try and get to and hope that he can just get there ahead of a player like Laporte and then play in to Sinclair Armstrong. It's a good effort. That's probably our best chance. But Edison, I think, is going to be a pain to try and score against. The guy's, what, 20 plus rating over Sinclair, 25, 26 rating. Ridiculous. This is probably going to be 4. I moved my player. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, well, it is 4. That is half time. Boys, it's been a very rough half. It's 4-0. I kind of expected to struggle, but this guy's team is a lot better than I was expecting to come up against. So it's been a tough one. Armstrong bringing the ball forward here. Little fake shot. Oh, I've tried a simple pass to Dykes, but it's gone behind him. But Armstrong here does find the back of the net. Okay, it's not all doom and gloom. Sinclair Armstrong has managed to find the back of the net. I have managed to get myself a goal. Oh, you love to see it. Okay, 4-1. I'm not expecting a win, but scoring with Armstrong on his debut is by itself a dub in my books. Sinclair Armstrong. Going to try and find Lyndon. We do. Lyndon Dykes with the strike. Very good save there from Edison. Okay, we're starting to get some chances now. First half, we did struggle quite a bit, but we are starting to get a few more chances. Whip that ball in there. I needed a bit more on that, I think. That was probably not the best cross from me. Oh, I've got to try and get this ball through to him. I cannot tackle him. My defenders are just too slow, boys. That centre-back evolution, I'm thinking Clark-Salter, he goes up to 80 pace. That's a lovely finish, by the way. He goes up to 80 pace, and I think that's going to be huge. But regardless, if I do Clark-Salter, I'm guaranteeing he's playing alongside someone with 50 or less pace, which is going to be a problem. Lyndon Dykes on the ball. Sinclair's in a lovely spot, but now he's not because there's 50,000 players between them. Lyndon, I'm not sure how I scored that. That might be the worst goal I've ever scored. But Lyndon Dykes, we're comfortably losing. Again, this team is so much better than ours, but it's 5-2. Lovely stuff here. Paul Smith. Lovely ball roll. Paul Smith honestly feels really, really good. I'm going to have to see if he can play left wing because as soon as I get 50k, I've got to work out who I'm upgrading. And I'm currently torn between Smith and Willock. I won't lie to you. Let's get it back to Paul Smith. Try and run that ball in there. Okay, I'm going to try the sweat. I just need someone to get into a space. And I think that might be Dazelle. I'm not too sure. No, it was Chris Willock. Let's go, dude. Love that. 5-3. I'm not saying the comeback's on, but is the comeback maybe on? Oh, love that. Go on, Lyndon. Lyndon, keep running, mate. Lyndon, please. Keep running. Gets it to Sinclair. Sinclair Armstrong. Oh, he's hit it wide. Oh, boys, 5-4. And there's a chance, you know, 5-4. And it's a chance. But Sinclair, you've got to bag that, my man. Great tackle that is there from Kenneth Powell. What an absolute boy. Sinclair now on the run. Let's get it back up here. Chris Willock down to Lyndon. Lyndon with the step overs. Lyndon Dykes finds the back of the net. 5-4, boys. 5-4. Surely not. Surely not. There's only a couple of minutes left here. Are we able to try and get this fifth goal, make that equaliser? That would honestly be mental if from whatever the score was, 5-2 I think was at one point, to make a comeback from that. And we've done it. Yes, it's sweaty. Do I care? No, not at all. Sinclair Armstrong, mate. Go on, lad. 5-5. Oh, surely not. No, 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 no. Not like this. Asmir Begovic, mate. Playing for the bloody Armstrong Army badge. You love to see it. Come on. Get that, Asmir. I don't need to. Don't need to. It's gone. Right. I've got so little time to try and get anything from this. I have to kick this along or I don't think we have a chance to create a last chance. Lyndon, can you flick that on? No, you can't. That is full time. Boys, it's disappointing not to win, but considering the team we're using and the team we're up against, 5-5 from the score that we were down is phenomenal. We take those. What a first game in the Armstrong Army, lads. Well, we have played our one game. We've completed the first part. You don't have to win or anything, like I said. The dribbling goes up by 1. The pace goes up by 1. He stays at 62 for now, but it is our first upgrade of any sort. As I say, this is my main account. I'm choosing to do the QPR players on my main account because for me, that's my ultimate team, being able to run the best QPR squad I can. And this man's going to be a big part of it. But now to get him his Evolution 2, which is play another game. So we're going to play a second game. Let's get into it. Okay, game number 2. Can we carry on with the performances that we've had? Because we played really well. Again, another amazing team. Virgil van Dijk in there this time. A real nice little squad there. I don't know if he's got full chem, but regardless, that's a nice little hybrid if he has. That's a really cleverly put together squad. But it's going to be a tough one, boys. All I can do is say to you, I'm going to give it my all again to try and get something. If Armstrong can score, I'm a happy boy. That's the main focus. Let's get into it. Oh, this is bad. Jimmy Dunn, what a tackle that is from big old Jim Dog at the back there. Lovely stuff, Jimmy. Oh, that's a lovely touch, to be fair, from Darwin Núñez. That's a lovely goal. His little touch to take out past the defender was actually mental. I don't think there's too much I could do about that. Willock's bringing that ball forward. Going to play it into Armstrong. He's going to play a lovely 1-2. Frimpong, however, is going to be pretty quick on the heels of Chrissy Willock. And Willock is actually going to put it inside. Oh, I take the strike. It hits Van Dijk in the back of the leg. Wasn't quite to be there, boys, but not a bad little effort. Ozzy's going to whip this in there. Lovely cross. Lyndon Dykes gets absolutely battered there by Llorente, by the way. Llorente didn't play that ball at all. He just shoved Lyndon over. How was that not a foul? Oh, Clark Salter's not done well enough there against Núñez. He's going to play it back in. Oh, he's just rotated that really nicely. But a great save. Wasn't quite to beat. I think we've played really well there. That's really unfortunate. We defended that quite well initially. And he just knocked it round us a little bit too easy. Oh, 2-0. And it feels a little bit like the last game. But no disrespect to the last guy. I think the last guy's team was maybe slightly better. I feel like this guy's a bit of a better player. And now he's showing off with power shots. Cheers, mate. Dizelle. Lovely little turn there. Plays it into Smith, who has got the beating of the defence here. But Gomez, again, quite quick for a centre-back. Going to cut it inside onto his left. Paul Smith, lovely stuff. And you know what? He has deserved a goal as well. As I said, in that first game, he was phenomenal. And just there, that was beautiful play from Paul Smith. Absolutely love to see that. Go on, Paul, mate. 2-1. And again, this is going to be an uphill battle with the teams alone. But again, as I said earlier, this guy is also a very good player. He's really hard to defend against and quite difficult to attack against as well. So fingers crossed, we can maybe try and stage some sort of comeback. God, I've lost the ability to speak. But when you're playing like this with the players he's got, it's always going to be difficult. Thank you, Begovic, mate. 2-1. Armstrong into Lyndon. Lyndon got to try and beat Gomez. Sort of somehow wins that battle. I'm not entirely sure. We keep the ball. We get it to Armstrong. And Sinclair Armstrong, I've put quite a bit of power in that. And the animation is like a slow shot that then has just been lifted. But I've held quite a bit of power in that. I'm a bit annoyed at the way he's hit that. Is it maybe because that's his weak foot? Possibly. Either way, I'm a bit miffed. Half-time's going to be 2-1. And I have to say, I think we've played pretty well. but I think we've been a little bit unfortunate. But this guy is very good. You know, it is simple as that. But we're still in it. We are still in it. Just like that first game, we were plenty behind and knocked out a little bit, but we still managed to make a bit of a comeback. So fingers crossed we can do just that, but it's going to be tough. Oh, this is not great, boys. This is pretty tough to defend. Jimmy Dunn, I'm trying to stand him up, but I've ended up backing off of him too much. And he's got a third. Let's go. Gets that ball in to Aurora. The 55 rated centre mid was always going to struggle against Nick Pope, I think. Oh, dearie me. That is shocking. I mean, it's definitely a pen. When I say shocking, I mean, it's a shocking attempt from Asmir, but let's see where he goes. Openda stepping up. No, he's giving it Darwin, which makes sense. That makes sense. Can we save this? I reckon he's going to go top right. That is my guess. I'm going to lock that in now, that he is going over here, and we've saved it. Go on, Asmir, lad. Armstrong going to try and burst forward, but again, Gomez is quite quick. Go on, Armstrong. Van Dijk's trying to close him down. Oh, and Gomez ends up getting there. I just can't catch a break. These centre-backs are so quick, man. This is not a great look here. This is possibly going to be another goal. Jimmy Dunn, mate, I've said it quite a few times without really clocking it, but Jimmy Dunn has been really quite good. I'm still, I think, tempted to upgrade Clark Salter just because his card does become pretty beautiful with that centre-back upgrade. But Jimmy Dunn, no sleeping on him. He's been pretty good. Get that ball in there. Linden with the header. Linden with the goal. It's 3-2. Now, this isn't too dissimilar from when I scored in the previous game and got myself a goal or two away. Could we maybe pick anything up here? Could we get a third? Could we somehow sneak another draw? It would be a little bit boring, but it would be quite impressive, if you ask me, to pick up draws against the team we've played against with the team we're using. That would be quite impressive, but who knows? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Chris Willock going to try and turn his man. Does so pretty well. Going to have to look back, though, to Kenneth Power. Eventually gets it back from the little trio of passes. Armstrong keeps it. Armstrong shoots. Armstrong scores. 3-3, 7 minutes on the clock. That's a lovely bit of finishing there from Armstrong. Little bit lucky to keep the ball through the defenders, but I think that's part of the like the new rebounding sort of system. The way the ball sort of bounces off of players is a little bit more realistic. In that scenario, if I'm defending, I'm a little bit annoyed, but as the striker, I'm a pretty happy boy. 3-3. Little bit of time on the clock, though. 5 minutes. Come on. Let's see if we can pull anything out here with a few minutes to go. Willock. Oh, I've run into, into his brother, actually, because we're playing against Joe Willock. But that is really disappointing. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Begovic, please. Begovic, no. Oh, boys. Oh, it's so disheartening. Rafinha, in the dying minutes of the game, makes it 4, and I don't see myself scoring again against this lad. I was being ambitious with trying to score a minute ago, but I mean, anything could happen. Stranger things have happened, but I don't know that they're going to happen here. Linden, oh, go on, win that off of Gomez. Lovely. Willock, back into Armstrong. Armstrong's just lost it, keeps it alive. Paul Smith, get that ball in there. Armstrong, oh, it's just wide. Oh, it's saved. Oh, it's a corner. Linden scored from the last one. Ozzy whips it in. Oh, Pope's wiser to it this time. We couldn't get the last gasp equaliser. Oh, it's so unfortunate, but I have to say it. We have played bloody well today. Disappointing to get a loss and a draw, to not be able to pick up the win. However, the exciting thing that makes up for it is, of course, that Sinclair Armstrong is now a 63 rated card. I love that animation. I'm absolutely here for it. I know to a lot of people that's not very excited, but I'm absolutely gassed about this. Go on, Sinclair, mate. 63 rated. The Armstrong Army is officially underway. Now the decision we have to make is who are we going to upgrade next from here? Pacey Protector, as I said to you guys, some of the options that we have are basically the defenders that I was using. You can see all these players here. Well, actually, you can't. EA, what is this? We try again. We've got Jimmy Dunn as an option, and we have Clark Salter. Now, let me show you what Clark Salter ends up looking like. 80 pace, 72 defending, and 78 physicality. I think that looks a naughty little card. The other option is potentially running a Jimmy Dunn who has 69 pace. So let me know what you guys think. I think it makes more sense for me to throw in Clark Salter because the max pace, he's right up there. So it really is getting the most out of what you can get from him. But I'm interested to know what you guys think. I'm not against doing anyone in particular. But if I was to pick, I'm probably going to go Clark Salter. The other option is we prioritize getting Aroha up and we go ahead and get him to a 63 and then a 71 in the next game. But this one does require wins, so that one might be a little bit more difficult, and it might be that it's worth considering doing that one in squad battles. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the video, the series, the idea of it all. Let me know, because it really is appreciated. But welcome to Armstrong's Army. If you guys are enjoying it, then please do leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. If you want to check us out on our live streams, it's Hursty Games over on Twitch. There's a link down below, along with my TikTok and my Twitter. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you very soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.